Okay. Okay, sorry guys, part 2. So she said, if you can find a studio that offers lessons, I'll think about it. So at this point, I'm like, okay. So I went on my new laptop and searched music schools. And usually when you search for stuff like that, I would say pick 2 to 3, because you're never sure how one is going to work out over the other. And I only chose one at that time because I was so excited that my mom was actually going to let me do something like this. So, of course, I was so super excited about all this, and I'm trying to think. So yeah, usually I would say check 2 to 3 sources, but I only took the first one. So thankfully the first one was good because I've been there for 9 years now. So I found a place called Mo for Music, and my mom, so I told my mom, and my mom said I'll call them Monday because she didn't know if they were open on the weekends or not. And at this time, I'm not even sure if they were open or not at this time. I mean, now they are, but like back in the day, I'm not sure. So that Monday, I was going mini golfing with my brother, and when I came back, my mom was on the phone with the guy who ran lessons and stuff, or who you take your lesson with. And I was so excited because he said, why don't you and your daughter come in Wednesday and we'll meet up and talk. So that Wednesday I was so nervous but so excited. Nervous because I didn't know what the future was going to hold, and excited because I was making strides towards something I really wanted to do. And that was awesome. It was amazing. So we went that Wednesday, and we talked to my current vocal coach, Tony. At this time, he was just the guy that owned the studio, and was making sure I got a teacher. So I got a teacher, and I met her, and that was that. It was only half an hour, and half of that half hour was talking to Tony about like what I was doing there at the studio. So the next Wednesday, my mom made me go in alone. And I was so freaked out. Like, why is she having me go in alone this time? I didn't want to. But then my first teacher, Liz, she was really nice, but she really didn't teach me all that much. I mean, literally all we would do was search songs on YouTube, and I would sing along with the original singer. So that was kind of like, for me. And then I had her for about maybe like a year, and then she left without any explanation or anything. And then I had this one girl for one day, so I really don't know much about her. She at least taught me something. She had me do like the scales, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, all that. And I kind of liked that, but I only had her for one day. And then the next time I went, I had another new girl. Her name was Angela. And she actually taught me a few things. But the thing is, this was the year I was going to do my first concert for the music school. And she kept trying to get me to do a Les Mis song. Guys, call me crazy, but I hate Les Mis. Hate it. So I asked her if she minds if I don't do a Les Mis song, and she said that's fine, Usually it's all up to us what songs we want to do, so she's like, what song would you like to do? I'm like, I would love to do something more current. And at that time, Miley Cyrus was still current, so I think I ended up doing her song, The Climb. Yeah. That's the first song I ever sang in concert was The Climb by Miley Cyrus. If you want to hear me sing The Climb, check out The Climb cover on my channel. It's on my channel. I think I did really good on it, but who am I to judge? So yeah, I think that would be really fun to check out. So yeah, I practiced The Climb for about a year, and that was really kind of fun to learn a Miley Cyrus song. And I did that for my first concert, and Angela was with me for my first concert. But as I said, she taught me a lot. And then she left right after, a little bit after that concert, and I got another teacher, Laura. Me and Tony call her the librarian because that's literally what she was a librarian. She looked like a librarian. She was weird. I didn't like her. She taught me a lot of stuff, but I just didn't like her. And then I had her for about maybe like a year, and then she left, and then I had my first guy teacher, Dennis. Dennis taught me a lot. He was good, but the only thing is, it's hard when a guy has to teach a girl because vocal ranges are so different between guys and girls. But you know what? It all worked out okay. Dennis was a good teacher. I think I was with him for about maybe like 3 years, I want to say. Definitely my longest teacher, but then he left. And then I got, no lie guys, I got his ex-girlfriend after that. I was like, are you kidding me? His ex-girlfriend? This is not happening. She was good. She taught me some stuff, but the thing is, every time during my lesson she had the hiccups. No lie. I was like, what the hell is happening here, right? And then after that, you know, she started not showing up for my lesson or being late. I'm like, what is up with this? And like, Tony found it weird too, and he goes to me one day. He goes, you know, has she told you why she's been late or not showing up? I'm like, no. So one day when she didn't show up, he brought me into his on his time, because he didn't, his bandwagon, because he didn't have anybody at that time of my lesson. So he brought me in, and we just talked about all the teachers I've had and what we're going to do if my current teacher doesn't start showing up. So she didn't show up for a few more lessons, and one day I had a substitute, and who was it? My old vocal coach, Angela. So I had Angela again for a little while. I want to say like a year and a half or a year, or 2 years. Yeah, I was with her for a bit longer, and then I got a call from Tony one day after the latest spring concert I did that year with Angela, and he says, Angela is going through some personal issues. She's not going to be here for the summer. So he said I could either jump onto his bandwagon or I could take this summer off. And by this time, Mo for Music was like my second home, and I loved going there. And that's exactly what I told them. It's like my second home. I want to go there. And he's like, okay, so what you're saying is you want to jump onto my bandwagon. I'm like, yeah, if you wouldn't mind. He's like, no, not at all. So I jumped onto Tony's bandwagon, which proved to be the right point, because my teacher didn't end up like coming back, and now Tony's the only instructor there right now. So I made the right choice, and so I was a soloist for a few more months, and then Tony started talking about getting me into a band, which I was so excited about because I never really knew how you got into a band at the studio. So thing is, we talked about an adult band because technically I wasn't an adult. I think by the time I got into the band, I might have been 21. I might have been 20, but I might have been 21. I forget at this moment. But I was 18 and over. And the point is, I was 18 and over. So I was put into an adult band, all guys, all older than me by a few decades at least. So yeah, so a few decades at least, not quite generations. Hold on.